Queen Antique Jewelry live from England. Preview for the Sunday sale. And a bit more detail on the jewelry that I showed Thursday? Yes, it was Thursday. Your days get mixed up. Well, my days get mixed up. Normally I go to Birmingham on Wednesdays. But this week it was Thursday. If you're new here, you won't know that my voice sounds froggy still from a cold. If you're one of my clients or one of my friends, you'll know I've still got a cold going on. Oh, I know there's a delay. Or chat delay. But when you see me live, whether you're one of my returning clients or if you're new to the channel, come on in and say hello. I think Terry has just shared me on Facebook. Thank you, Terry. Oh my goodness. I swear to you, I didn't cough until just now. Probably because I'm going live. Hi, Terry. Thank you. Hi, Donna. How are you? You feel better? I'm feeling so much better. I don't sound that hot, but it's evening here. Well, 10:30, 10:31 to be exact. So I've been talking all day. I saw Terry. Thank you so much. And Grad, hi, honey. How are you? Terribly late for you in Germany. So I said at the top of the show when I opened the show, actually, I will be showing a few things. The tray will change up tomorrow, and I'll have another preview before the sale. So if you're interested in items that'll be on the tray, because I'm going to meet with a dealer tomorrow morning. So there'll be some new things on it. I want to caution you, it's getting late and closer to Christmas. Packages that are with me are, they've either been packed and shipped or they're being packed to ship, and they need to go out this week. You have 2.5 weeks of work or 2.5 weeks off? Can I have 2.5 weeks off? Oh, you're on vacation. Oh, this cold, I haven't been able, I swear, if I get 5 hours of sleep a night, I'm happy. It's usually less than that. And it's not so much even the coughing. I don't know. I have no desire to sleep. My mind is restless. So you two are taking holiday time before the end of the year. That's wise, but are you taking staycations? Oh, next weekend is my partner's birthday, so I will come on with a haul video. If I do have a show, it'll definitely be on Sunday because his birthday is Saturday. So. Oh, 2.5 weeks. Oh my goodness. What? I thought you just had a cold. Was it worse than a cold then? You don't have to be subscribed to the channel. If you see the 3 little dots, You can click on those and like the content. Now, bearing in mind, if you're new here and you don't know what I do, I'm an antique jeweler. I say antique jeweler, but I'm a jeweler. I've sold everything from costume to, of course, fine jewelry, and everything from literally antiquated, hundreds of years old pieces. I think actually a little bit older than that, but up into modern. Ah, wonderful. And poor Terry's been ill. She took holiday time and she's ill. Oh, that's awful. Let's put a little bit more light on the situation here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm with you, girl. This was definitely a head cold, which I'll take over something that settles in your chest any day of the week. Absolutely same, but it was a killer head cold. I don't normally get sick. I mean, people that have been with me from the beginning, how many times have you ever seen me ill? Nearly 5 years. 2? Ah, it's a cold. No big deal. I did notice with the earrings I told you that are 15, they are actually marked 15. When I was researching all of these pieces. And hopefully you can see that 15 karat plain as day. These are the 1850s, 1860-ish. Early to mid-Victorian. 15 karat gold with cushion set diamonds. Like I show you those, they're tiny, but they're prolific. They're absolutely beautiful. The design of them, the construction of them, and the fact that the ear wires are, I do believe they're the original, that they haven't been touched up. And sometimes, let's touch on that, because I got a new bracelet in today. Well, I say new, it's Victorian. And I don't like, it's had some restorative work. I'm nearly positive it probably had Persian turquoise in it. It's moonstones, blue moonstones. It was likely set with Persian turquoise. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And I've got to take it to my jeweler, the one we call the Wizard. Well, he calls himself the Wizard, actually. And for good reason, people, because when other jewelers have turned me away, this is the man he's done the impossible. And not that this is an impossible job, but he will have to recreate a tongue for a Victorian bracelet. And a lot of jewelers won't do that kind of work for you. He does. He's a kind of a private person. I would love to take my camera in and film him working. He's quite a fantastic jeweler, bench jeweler. I know the basics of the bench, so I would never say, oh, yeah, I can make that or I could do that. I know the basics. I have 45 years of sales experience. I have it, Terry, and your birthday gift in it, darling. Don't forget, I know it's your birthday this month. I'm on top of the birthdays. I missed 3 of them. There were only 3 last month. I missed all 3 of them. But December, I said, no, I'm going to write down the birthday list. Not that I would have to write down your birthday, Terry. We have had the many conversations of how many gemstones you get for December. I get emerald. That's it. And you have what, 5? So this is the bracelet. It's Victorian, it's sterling, it's canatail work, anywhere from 50 to 1880s. It was really popular. They are full blue moonstones. They are translucent. Each one of them is more gorgeous than the next. Now look, somebody put, look, there's a drilled pearl there. Nothing there. That's another drilled pearl. Someone set drilled pearls in these, and this definitely had Persian turquoise set. Now, luckily, I've got a stash of antique Persian turquoise. So the wizard will be setting turquoise and all of that as well. You'll see this bracelet after the first of the year. But here's what I mean by, you see that clasp is open. That would have held the tongue. And the tongue would have went into this box. So he's going to have to make a tongue. And to catch, not really. Let me show you, Angret. I was quite shocked because it is Victorian. Now, my wrist is a 6.5. On a good day, a 6 1/4. You know, if I don't have any arthritic things going on. Now, the tongue is completely missing here. I bet this bracelet, we're going to measure it out. I bet it's pretty close to a 7. When it has that Persian turquoise set into all of this hand wire work, I love turquoise. I could set, I think it was set with turquoise, to be honest with you. I could set it with sapphires. Because that's another one of my favorite combos is sapphire and moonstone. That one's a sugar loaf. And then the other ones are raised cabochon. And the difference, well, that one's a bit of a sugar loaf as well. The difference between cabochon and sugar loaf and the raised stones is the height. I saw a 151 carat moonstone at auction today. It hasn't been auctioned yet. It's up for auction. The starting bid on a stone is $650. 650 pounds. They will not take a penny less than $650. It's 151 carats. And I want to say the big moonstone that I have that's set in silver is similar. Oh, I have to show you a picture of it, though. It's yellow. A yellow moonstone. Now, I've seen peach moonstone. I've seen black moonstone. Gray, of course. The most desirable is what I just showed you, the blue. Then the silver moon is second. But I've never seen a yellow moonstone. I almost want to get myself to this auction so I could see it in person. Do I really, though? I'm really not a yellow gemstone person, other than amber. And I can appreciate warm citrines. So let's show some more jewelry. We've got 17 people watching and 6 thumbs. If you love everything from antique to modern jewelry, then stick around and definitely subscribe. So I showed you those tiny Victorian earrings. I mean, were all Victorian earrings tiny? No, they were a bit more plain. Unless they were, chandelier. These are Edwardian, set in rose gold, and they're Persian turquoise. When I invoice on PayPal, because of the trade embargoes, we can't put Persian. They'll block the sale. So if I give it another color, don't be offended. I had a 3-month rigmarole with a client that I said that she purchased turquoise earrings. I'm not even sure if she got her money back yet. I need to message her. So they are Persian turquoise. It is a term used in jewelry very commonly to describe a region and a color of turquoise. But can't put that in billing. Oh, and by the way, billing is PayPal only. All right, let me show these Art Deco earrings. The closest that I can find comps on these earrings, there is a pair on eBay. Now, they're listed as vintage. I think they're 1940s, the ones that are on eBay. These are French, and I would say late 20s into the 30s. You're not dreaming. The stones are star cuts. There was this whole phase during the Art Deco period where stone masters, cutters, were honing their skills and showcasing them in gemstones and diamonds. This is the time where we lost the old cut. This is a time period in history when we lost the old cut because they've developed better ways of cutting stones. So these are a cross between an old cut and a modern cut, but they're star cut spinels, and they're set on 18 karat gold. And like Terry said, they are wow, wow, wow. I love stones that look alive. I mean, When I just said I'm not a great big fan of yellow stones, if it's a stone, I have a fancy color diamond, and it's more yellow than it is white. Okay, let me give you some more details about these rings that I showed the other day. I want you to see how thick the shank is on this stone, on this ring. It is literally a chunk of 18 karat gold. Then we flip it over, and we have an incredible Colombian emerald. Now, the more clear an emerald is, the less jardin is. That's the internal structure of the stone, is what's called the jardin. French, actually jardin, French for garden. And what it's bits that are growing in the stone. And I blew it up so you can see these diamonds that are on either side of it. They are radiant princess cuts. Now, it's a small sized ring, so I'm going to put it on my finger. Just so you see, it is not a small ring. It's only a small size. They're about 4.5 millimeter by 4.5 millimeter, the diamonds on either side. And it's 5 millimeter by 5 millimeter is the center emerald. I'm going to zoom in and show you that the head has been tipped in platinum. And then the band is 18 karat. Do you want to see a smaller or a bigger emerald? Let's do this one. We'll do the antique one. I love the emerald. Oh my God, if I had like a 5 karat emerald in this color. In fact, I have all these emerald rings. I need to pull out some emerald earrings, don't I? These are old cuts. You know, that's something I need to do with y'all. We haven't had jewel school for a long time. How would you like to learn about cuts of stones? Like what is a mine cut? What is an old cut? What is an old cushion cut? What is a modern brilliant? Don't leave me out here hanging, guys. You have to tell me what you'd like to learn. Okay, here we go. Here's an 8 by 10 Muso Mine Emerald. And you can see the jardin in this is much lighter. This ring is newer, but it's very Art Deco inspired with those shield sides. And I love tilting it and looking into that Aegean blue-green emerald. This one is like 6 grams of 18 karat. Because even though this is a large emerald, the gemstone isn't that heavy. Maybe a gram, maybe a gram and a half. So I'm going to tell you the weight of the ring in a ring like that. I'll give you the approximate weight of the gemstone, and then you know what kind of gold you're working with. Now, this one is more delicate. It's a more delicate setting. It's an absolutely beautiful and a masterful setting. I love the pear cut diamonds. And y'all know I'm not really a purple person. And if you've been with me for a long time, you know why that is. Because I was raised by a purple person. And absolutely everything my mother owned at times could be purple. It was a little much. I like color. But I actually look best in black. But I do love color. But thanks to all of you who do love purple, I am appreciating the color purple, which I love the movie, but not always the color. I am appreciating it more. Now, this is tanzanite. You will never, ever, ever, unless someone has reset a stone, see tanzanite in an antique ring. Why is that? Because it wasn't discovered, I think, 1950s, 1960s. You will also not see, tanzanite is always heat treated. It has to. It has to be heat treated to burn off the impurities in the stone. It's not as pretty. Like the sapphire that I wear is not heat treated. That's another thing we need to talk about. I guess we need to talk about gemstones too. I wear a lot of blue also, Terry. Okay. Tanzanite is trichroic. When I say trichroic, that means you will see flashes of red, blue, and purple in most tanzanite stones. This is a quadruple A. Not double A, not triple A. You want to research triple A tanzanite, or not triple, quadruple A. I forget what the measurements of the stone are. I can do them right now. I have my mic with me. But it's about 4.5 carats. I love the sides of this one. There are beautiful pear cuts on the end. And then 3 rounds at the top of it. I want, my sapphire is set like this, but I don't have those pears coming down, and I really do love that. Mine has the 3 stones at either side, but I don't have the pears at the end. I think I need to redesign my ring. Do you see how deep the girdle is cut on this stone? That's the middle of the stone, by the way, the girdle. This stone has wonderful proportions to it. Your hallmarks for 18 karat. I can tell you the replacement cost just for the tanzanite. For 4.5 karat, quadruple A rated, colored cut. This stone would cost you just the stone would cost you $3,500. For a stone of this cut, this caliber, and this color. The retail, this is 18, all in 18 karat gold. High white diamonds. The retail for this ring is about $6,000. It will not be that on the channel. All right, let's do the aquamarine. These are trillion set aquamarine. Now that's the first time that the camera has actually picked up the color well. These look Santa Maria to me. Now, you don't have to be born in March to wear an aquamarine. If you love aquamarine, wear aquamarine. Yes, I was born in May and I love emeralds, but I also love sapphires. I mean, it's nice to have a birthstone, and it's nice if you love your birthstone, but do you have to wear your birthstone? No. Wear what you love. They're channel and claw set diamonds and trillion set aquamarine. I'll show you the comps tomorrow. I'll pull up my other device and I will show you the comps for what all these pieces are. You all know I do my research on everything. Well, I say that, but I just do research on current pricing because I know what everything is. Not like I'm omniscient, I know what everything is. I mean, I've had a lot of experience in the business, and prices do change. Let's take gold, for example. I mean, it's only up 58% in the last year. Okay. This ring, I'm flipping back and forth because I'm not quite sure if it is Edwardian or if it's early deco. What I am going to tell you, and what Terry will know because it's one of her birthstones because she's a December baby, it's a blue zircon. And the one thing I will tell you, well, not the one thing, there are some facts about blue zircon. Zircon are actually the closest in strength and sparkle to a diamond. They're the closest gemstone. And they are 1,000,000 times more rare than a diamond is. And the most rare color is blue. So when I find antique blue zircon in platinum, I will buy them. Did you see the light coming through that stone? Now, if I take this out with a similar cut and clarity white diamond, and I take them both outside, this blue zircon will literally blow the white diamond away. I hope I have a little bit of sun tomorrow morning. I will shoot it outside for you, because it's absolutely spectacular. Another tiny ring, because they were tiny. I wear a 6.5. Like, I don't have the world's biggest fingers. Not tiny ring, but tiny sized. I can't wait to take that outside in the sunlight for you. And let's see. Like I said, I'm going to show you the tray tomorrow, because I'm going to go see my dealer and we're going to put some more things on the tray. Oh, I remembered I showed this antique ring and I didn't talk about it properly. It's from 1871. Burmese rubies, natural seed pearls. There are two. Oh, God bless. I know, honey. I know which ones you're talking about. I cannot wear heavy earrings. There are two pink sapphires in this ring, but the rest of them are old cut Burmese sapphire, or Burmese rubies even. And I'll show you the hallmarks in the ring. 15 karat gold for 1871. There's your W, Birmingham, 625, which is 15 karat in there. And it even has the manufacturer in the ring, JP. I'll teach you all how to look that up too. Now, what I didn't show you is it's a locket ring. And I do have a glass maker. I have a couple rings that are locket rings, and they've lost their original glass. But I do have a glass maker. I am moving back to the coast, and I do have a local glass maker who can fit the glass for me. What'll have to happen, he'll cut it, then I'll take it to my jeweler. They'll bezel set it with gold, and then it'll tap in. And that way you'll have a locket. Traditionally, it was a lock of hair, sometimes a tiny photo. 1870, probably, even a tiny watercolor. You all have seen early pieces from me that, before photography was common or invented. You'd have a little tiny sketch or a little tiny watercolor drawing. Miniatures. Miniatures were huge in the 1870s. That's something else we can touch on. And I have touched on in other shows. So, where I haven't had as many jewel schools, I feel that if you watch the show and you're actually a fan of the channel, that every sale you do learn. Oh, I hope you do. One more piece I'll show you, I think, and then we'll call it an evening. I just wanted to give you some more specifics on these. Oh, and tell you that because it is close to Christmas, I'm not like trying to put any pressure on anybody, but shipping needs to be done, and I'm going to post some of the bigger things on eBay if they don't sell. You will find that you always get a better price from me on the channel than you will on eBay. Number one, I have to put the cost up for the selling fees. Number two, I have to put the cost up for the tariffs and the global shipping, eBay's global shipping program. Gosh, I can't remember the name of this designer. They no longer make the three. These are jelly or crystal opals. which if you know anything about opals, these are Australian and they're actually akin to a black a jelly or a crystal is when the stone is just prolifically colored. Yeah, Jason teaches a lot as well. There are some great people on YouTube that, very knowledgeable, and they're happy to share their knowledge with other people. Doesn't always happen. Some people are afraid to teach because they don't want people to know what they know. But if I don't teach all of you, how will you know? This is an English designer, and they now only make the two leaf. The two-leaf design with a natural mined diamond set in it as well. This is on a 20-inch chain. The two-leaf is much smaller. It is still currently available and is over $700 retail, 560 some pounds, which is well over $700 for the two-leaf. This is a brand new three-leaf. It too will be a lot less money on the channel. Hi, Kim. How are you, honey? We're just wrapping things up. You'll notice if you were here the other day when I went over the things from Birmingham that I had turquoise out because I told you one of my clients wanted to see it. Well, she loved it and it's all gone. The big turquoise sets are gone. The Zuni drop necklace and the Zuni squash blossom necklace have been sold. What else has been sold from the haul? Oh, I'm not going to sell this one, the puzzle ring this time. I will give you some more details on it. Oh, thank you, Kim. I didn't show glass. It was only what I showed the other day, but I gave some more details on it, honey. I will tomorrow. I'll catch up what I said earlier, but just to reiterate, I will tomorrow be meeting with one of my dealers, and she sells fantastic jewelry, and I will be sourcing some hopefully for you all. But we're going to change up the trays. I do have some really neat, well, at least one neat Christmas brooch. This one's an Eisenberg ice from the 1960s in the original box. This is really when they made costume jewelry proper. I mean, you still have your Chanels and things, but I love Eisenberg. One of my favorite costume companies. Well, Kim, you can take a picture of that one and tell me what you come up with. My mom's mom was always famous for her Christmas brooches. So if you watched the show the other day and I didn't explain something for you, or if you want more details on a piece, all you need to do is email me. My email is in the description. If you see something on the desk that I didn't talk about, or if you watch back any of my shows, many of the things that I deal with are one of a kind. Oftentimes, I might be able to find you something like it. But I am here in Europe. It is much easier for me to source fine quality antique jewelry. So if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe. And if you didn't, I guess you don't love jewelry. But trust me, once you had one piece, you'd be hooked. I will see you all tomorrow. I want to thank you for coming in. And hopefully I see all of you, and all of my regular clients and new people would be fantastic. 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and that's 8 p.m. here in England. Every single one of my clients, if you've never had, I want you all to, tell people that if you've never bought antique jewelry before, and then you suddenly were, struck to buy antique, would you have anything else? And if you would, I know it would have to match the quality. Sometimes that's nearly impossible. Oh, can you get same quality stones in antique stones as modern stones? Certainly, if you want to pay 10 times the money. I love you all. Thank you for coming in. See you tomorrow. Night, night.